Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm trolling Nick right now. But, guys, so excited to bring you this video today. You guys already know what it is. All right? You guys saw the title of the video. My man Nick titled the video. But it's back, and we're here for another installment of R3 Wickets. Look, he can't even put up the hat. He doesn't even want to show his face. Oh, it was ugly. Oh, it was ugly. But for KKR, and I said this while we were shooting, everybody said, why would you go with Andre Russell? You know why? Because it's nice to be a TKR Knight Rider. Let me tell you why. Can I kick a little knowledge for you here, Nick? All right, there's different franchises, right? Different cities. But when you are a TKR Knight Rider, right? Who's the owner of the Knight Riders? Who's the owner of the Knight Riders? SRK, all right? Which means you're like the Yankees, all right? Or you're like the Yankees. When you're in other franchises, you might be like the Oakland A's where you got to pay for sodas. You ain't paying for sodas over here, cousin. You know what I'm saying? You go to the locker rooms over there, they got masseuses. You know what I'm saying? People doing pedicures. Somebody do your ears, do your hair, whatever. You eat filet mignon. You eat all kinds of lobster, all that good stuff. If you go to another locker room, I'm saying you might get some money. You might, I don't know what to tell you. You might get like some cup of noodles. Hot pockets. You see what I'm saying? Right. So everybody wants to be a TKR Knight Rider. All right. It's the glamorous squad. And this is it, because we got a mega auction coming up. So right now at 2 and 7, and I'm not taking credit for this myself. Harsha Bogley mentioned it, but he was like, look, at 2 and 5, they're just thinking one thing. All right, mega auction means they can blow this whole thing up. So you better show you belong. And guys, Shub McGill today showed he belong. Russell today showed he belong. Naril today was like, Narai said, where? I could end up going to what team? What? The Royals? Wow, a little shade at the Rajasthan Royals there. The Royals? Nah, he showed he belong. Because ain't nobody going anywhere. Listen, they're playing spoilers. They're playing loose. They know they're not going to get into the playoffs. It's impossible. They'd have to win every game from here on.
It's not impossible.
So they're playing spoilers, and they're playing to get that Patty Cummings money, baby. You know what I'm saying? SRK pays $2 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, I'm sorry. When you go to Mumbai Indians, NCN, you go for a discount. You had come to TKR, you would have got the bag. So right now, these players are playing for the bag. I'm sorry to say, Natish Rana, I don't think you're coming back. Sorry to say, DK, I don't think you're coming back. Sorry to say, Tripati, I don't think you're coming back. But other guys today showed up, Nick.
You are 100% incorrect. And let me tell you why. It's not even, KKR is not even on the page right now. It doesn't matter. RCB, they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook. Crying out loud. Garbage. RCB, oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was so bad. I don't even know where to start how bad it was. It was absolutely incredulous how bad it was. It was unapologetic. It was unfathomable how bad RCB is. And you know what's sad? You want to know the worst part about it, Gabe, when there's so many bad parts? They got bowled out for 92. You want to know what's bad about that? That's not even RCB's top 5 lowest scores of all time. It doesn't even crack the top 5. That's why it's incredulous. It doesn't even crack. No, worse. You have some new players like Jameson, right? You have Jameson walking back to the locker room like, oh, I don't know, man. That was bad. That was ugly. And you got other guys that have been there for a while. Not going to say who. Oh, don't worry about it, man. We have these at least once a year. This happens all the time. We're good. We still get paid on Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I mean, it is absolutely, sky has completely fallen. But this is the ridiculous part. I'm a newer RCB fan, 2 years, and people warned me. Oh, people said, Nick, I will pay you money not to sign with them. And I'm so annoying. I am so ridiculous in my way of just going against the grain that I went with them anyway. RCB fans look at the score. They're like, yeah, that's about right. Surprised it took this long. Surprised it took till the 8th or 7th match or whatever it's been. People like me, I'm just like, this team, you can't count on it. I mean, you can set your watch to it, but you cannot believe it because they went out there. I mean, Coley's going through Coley, so I'm going to leave him alone. He's going through some stuff right now. But he started off the Wickets 3. Patty Cole was the high score by far with 22. We had a couple of ducks in there. De Villiers. Can I get my Team 11 squad? Hasaranga, he didn't want any parts of the bat. He's like, what am I going to do with this? Sasha Baby. You got Sasha Baby in there. Is he related to Sasha? No, he's not. But he's got his name. Didn't act like it when he went out there. I mean, Max the Big Show. This is absolutely Jameson. He's like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, this is usual? Okay, I don't feel so bad. Oh, God. Harsha Patel was the 3rd highest score today. Oh, the 3rd highest. Siraj got more than Coley, got more than Sasha Baby, got more than AB, Jameson, Hasaranga combined. Siraj is like, I got 8 and you guys got less than 8? I'm Siraj. I forget which side to hold the bat half the time. I mean, it was so bad. I didn't want to come off this emotional. I really didn't. I want to be a little more reserved.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it is Monday. All right, September 20th. It has been exactly 90 days since Nick's last rant, and nothing could break him. All right, his Chargers couldn't break him. The bad calls couldn't break him. The Padres dropping a 10 run. What was it? 7 or 8
they had the
game
lead in the bag, and they fell apart from that.
Nothing could break this guy. Nothing could break this guy. But it took a RCB batting collapse.
Hey, they told me in the chat, don't worry about it. This is when there's like 5 wickets lost. Don't worry about it, Nick. Don't worry. This is like a sticky. This is a slow pitch. Brock Coley knows what he's talking about with the coin. There's something wrong with that sentence. He knows what he's doing with the coin toss, for crying out loud. It's going to get worse, stickier, and slower in the second innings. It's good. They didn't even break a sweat. Their pulse was lower than when they started playing the game. When they checked on those 2 batsmen, they got 40s like it was nobody's problem. They gave that token wicket just to make RCB feel better about themselves. So later on, when they need a loan from Virat, they can say, hey, remember how I helped your team out right there? I mean, this is a team that's in the 3rd spot going to the playoffs at this point. The 3rd spot. They put up 92 barely. They put up 17 in the death. I didn't even know that was legal. I thought they spotted you at least 20. Right? It's like the standard deduction. They spot you 24 grand. No one's ever going to go over it. They didn't even go to the standard score in the death. They got 17. My voice is going. This was, the Tridents are at home saying, see, Nick, we're not so bad now, are we? I mean, this was absolutely deplorable. Oh my gosh. They were able to be deplorable because it was absolutely bad, for crying out loud. Wow. Those are my thoughts. It was absolutely ugly. Turn the page. Don't ever bring this back to any kind of highlight reel or any kind of video. And it didn't even crack the top 5.
Wow. Guys, I'm sorry that was a thing of beauty. Honestly, I'm usually the rant monster here. But listen, this was unbelievable. My man lost him, and at work he sees me. He's like, "Sticky pitch." At the time, KKR hadn't even given up a wicket yet, and they were like at 80-something runs or whatever. He's like, "Sticky pitch? What are you talking?" That was just so funny, man.
So but man, my man at Nitish Rana coming in at 4. Your man Andre Russell coming at 3. Didn't even get any action because they didn't need to.
Get the bat, man. I mean, Nick, it's so hard to start with R3 wickets. I'm going to go ahead and start after your unbelievable rant there.
And just so you didn't know, that's what I hated.
Okay, that's what Nick hated. I'm going to give you what I hated. I'm honest. I'm going to give you what I hated, okay? Here's the thing. Loki Ferguson was absolutely amazing. He was really, really good. And I've been saying, Loki Ferguson, bro, I put him on my fantasy squad. He gets wickets. Why doesn't Loki Ferguson bowl? Because they've got too many international players, and I do not understand them knowing they could only use 4. Why they built it. Their best players, for the most part, are all international players. So, yes, I want to bring Russell back. I would like to bring a Loki Ferguson back. But if you bring back a Loki Ferguson and a Russell, that means you cannot bring also a Narayan. You cannot bring a Patty Cummings, or you can bring a Patty Cummings and a Ferguson, but you got to balance it out. You know what I'm saying, Nick? And that's the problem with this team. What didn't I like? The fact that Loki Ferguson only is getting a chance right now because Patty Cummings pulled out of the IPL. If not, he'd be buried. He'd be buried. So they're what do you call it? They're the way they composed this team did not make sense. What else did I not like? Okay, Shubman Gill put in work today. I mean, absolutely put in work today. Finally showing some life. Then they put a guy in there who, okay, is he going to be a part of the future of this team? Okay, is he going to be an opener for you? Because the opener has changed for KKR like 50 times. It was Narayan, it was Chapati, it was Nitish Rana, it was, you know what I mean? And I'm like, one of the things Harsha Bhosle had mentioned was that your top order has to score the majority of your runs. They got to score more, at least 2/3 of your runs. And usually it's the bottom of KKR with fewer balls that have to score the runs, which is why I'm like, why put the guys in there that have failed so you know who you're going to bring back or not. Shubman Gill, they've already said he's anointed. He's going to be the captain of the team. He's coming back, okay? Fine. But you've got to find whether it's Nitish Rana or Chapati, one of those guys have to be the opener along with them. If not, then you're telling me that these guys aren't going to open again and it's going to be this guy. So this kid they brought in, Nick, Venkatesh Iyer, is he a part of the future of this team? Is he going to be, if they brought him in today, I better not see a different opener the next game, because that's what they have to figure out. Do they have another opener? This move today told me they've already given up on Chapati and Nitish Rana, okay? If that's the case, fine. Keep Iyer in there. See if Iyer can hold down that opening partnership, because you do need Indian batsmen, right? Because, again, this team is their strength is overseas. So I'm like, okay. But to me, I didn't understand that move, and that's the only thing I didn't like, because other than that, this was a masterful performance, masterful by my TKR Knight Riders. Now, Nick, I'm not trying to troll here. I'm not trying to troll. I am not trying to troll. There's got to be something you liked about the performance. Something. There's actually something I can pick out that I liked about the performance. But I'll let you go. I don't want to steal your thunder, because there wasn't a lot to like, but there was at least one thing to like.
There was, huh? So, I mean, if you're gonna go with Devdutt Padikkal with a 22, okay, that was fine. All right, that was okay. But I mean, I like the jerseys; those were nice. Right? I like those colors.
The powder blue.
I like that Siraj had a low economy rate. He had an over when we gave up 2 runs. That was really special in the 3rd over, I believe it was.
Right.
You had a wicket from Chahal, but he gave a whole lot of runs, and Chahal just got left out of the India T20 squad for the World Cup.
Right.
I like that they had brought in some new blood to see what these guys can do. Hasaranga, Sachin Baby, Bharat. Bharat may have been there earlier, but I'm not exactly sure. Right. But honestly, this was a really bad match. And if anyone that's still here, right, we just hit 12,000 subscribers. I guarantee now we're in the 11s because of my little rant. Because there's a lot of RCB love out there, and I'm sure I just ticked off a lot. I am an RCB fan. That's the sad part. If you didn't get it in that whole emotional rant, I'm an RCB fan. But it's so frustrating to come off a huge. I get it. Some of these Indian players have been playing for a long time. But there's really not a lot of them that have been playing international. A lot of these guys, besides the domestic leagues, a lot of these guys have had a rest, for crying out loud. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the coach has lost the team. I don't know if I have no idea what's happening. But there was really very few things that I liked.
Well, I'll talk about that and what I learned, okay? And I've got a theory, but we'll talk about that and what I learned. But for me, what I would take out of this is, I feel that the selection, there was a lot of chatter, right? Chahal got left off. Only got to get a wicket today was Chahal, right? He got left off the team. You mentioned it, right? You hit the nail on the head. With that being said, though, he was expensive. Right? The highest economy rate, the second highest economy rate on the team, like you said, always. But There's a value to being able to take that wicket, bro. There's a value to being able to take that wicket. And you saw that, in my opinion.
Does it really matter that late? I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to be completely negative here, but it was really, really late.
It was really late. And it was, honestly, it looked like Shubman Gill was just trying to hit a 6. He was just trying to crush it and get it out of there. Okay. But I think that we kind of settled that argument. With that being said, Siraj, lowest economy rate, he is the best, if not one of the best young pacers India has. And he will someday, and here I'm going to get crushed now, he will be replacing a Muhammad Shami. He will be replacing a Bhuvi. He will be replacing even a Bumrah. You know, Bumrah is actually relatively young, so him and Bumrah might be there. But those other guys are kind of long in the tooth, just saying. You know what I'm saying? So Lord Siraj, and I know you were one of the first people to tout him because of your RCB love last year. You're like, no, this guy could bowl. He's the best guy. Every time Kohli puts him to the fire, he gets the wickets, and he's grown, and we've seen that. We saw his performance at the Gabba. So, you know, you're right. Lord Siraj was really good today. What did I like? Okay. I could talk about my call on Russell being the man. I loved it. Okay. I called it. I saw this guy's form. All right. Took the wickets. My man was, and didn't even bat. All right. Russell getting in work. But what I like.
Say that I hate the summer of Gabe. I hate it. Absolutely. You got your mush pick absolutely correct. The other thing you mentioned, you were excited about Ferguson. You were excited about Shubman Gill. Han Solo mentioned the stream today. Last day of summer. Thank goodness.
I know, last day of summer. Shubman Gill put in work. Finally, he's earning his spot up there. And they've already mentioned, you know, it's going to be a mega auction, which means everybody's gone. Shubman Gill is coming back. He is the heir apparent. He's going to be the next captain of this team, okay? Bye, Owen Morgan. Bye. Okay. Just saying. Bye, DK. Or they might bring DK back as a vice captain. But Owen Morgan, he's all but gone because the guy doesn't do anything with the stick. Just saying. But what I really liked, and this is to Harsha Bogle's point, Russell coming in at 3. And Russell tried to end the game. Mind you, the game was already over at that point. He took a huge swing and he had been talking about, and this is before shutdown at the IPL, before the pause, that he was frustrated that he kept getting brought in so late at 6 and even 7 sometimes. And he's like, how many balls do I got to work with? You know what I'm saying? If guys at the top order aren't going to do the work and they're going to have a Siblium strike rate, 100, some of them under 100, then let me get up there because I'm a bang. All right. I'm going to score some runs and then I'm going to get out, but I'm going to leave enough balls. You cannot have the top order not even scoring half of your runs, Nick, but then eating up more than half of your balls. And that's been the whole trouble. I hope that this was just not a one-off thing, and I hope that this is going to be their experiment moving forward. Fine, put in Iyer. To me, that means, bro, Tripathi and Nitish Rana, you guys are gone. You know what I mean? Sorry, you'll end up on another team. No more shrimp scampi for you. No more massages in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? No more hot towel massages. You're done. You know what I mean? Now you're going to a regular rough franchise where you got to pay for your sodas. And you know what I'm saying? But that's just being real. They've already, in my opinion, with this move, moved past them. But I like seeing Russell at 3 because that's where he has to be in order to impact this team. And I think that was the biggest move, the biggest statement. I think they're going to bring Russell back. And to be honest, I think they're going to bring back Patty Cummings. But if you got a Patty Cummings, you got a Russell, and after today, how can you not bring back a Loki Ferguson? Bro, I'm sorry. You got to let go, especially because of the danger of him getting suspended at any moment for his action. You got to get rid of Sunil Narayan. And I'm a West Indies fan, but he cannot be our fourth our fourth international player. That's a mainstay. Does that make sense, Nick? So that's what I liked. I'm going to go to you and see, Nick, what did you learn about this match?
Well, I'm looking at the schedule right now, and I cannot remember how many matches these teams play, but it looks like there's quite a few matches left for KKR. They're only 2 points behind 4th place, Mumbai Indians, in the points table with this win.
Wow.
So they definitely have more of a chance to get into the playoffs. And I wanted to see Russell bat so badly because when he's bowling and when he's celebrating, he looked healthy to me. Yeah. Not only did he look healthy, but he looked fit. I mean, he was flexing on that 2nd wicket or whatever it was, 3rd wicket. And I'm like, this guy looks healthy.
He does.
This guy's in great spirits. This guy looks rejuvenated. And they got, KKR Don't fall asleep on them. I would love to be as optimistic as possible and say, this is just a one-off. It's been tough, just or whatever, traveling back, whatever it is. But this RCB team did not look right whatsoever. And I'm not ready to completely give up on them, but they did not look right. They got completely shellacked. They got completely stomped on today. And they got to bounce back and really show each other, the fans, that they still have some life left in them, because they're still in that playoff hunt at this time. And there's a long rest of the season to go. Absolutely horrible match to watch. So hard to watch. This weekend of death has not ended on Monday, but that's okay. I'm not going to have sour grapes, but this was tough. This was absolutely tough. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if you can explain how RCB lost so many wickets and KKR just breezed their way to a 9-wicket win. Please let us know what's going on there. I don't want to hear that all the stickiness and all the dryness just evaporated instantly. I want to know exactly what happened. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Gabe, take us home.
Here's what I learned, Nick, real quick. The noise matters, okay? And we saw this with the Australian cricket team, right? Where you had your boy, me and him are enemies now. Me and him are enemies. Oh, what? Jeez, dude, I'm off today.
Steve Smith?
No, the coach.
JL.
JL, okay. Jeez. This happened with the Australian cricket team, right? Where there was a lot of controversy around not necessarily a player, but, yes, a player, but the coach, JL. And you've seen how that's affected that team, bro. Noise matters, okay? He was talking about, it's only noise, boys. It's only noise. And yet he's kicking trash cans around. He's yelling at reporters. He's going all off, bro. Brother, sports is hard enough, okay? But when you've got outside interference and you got outside noise and outside distractions, how could it not affect that team? You saw today that Kohli didn't look like Kohli, okay? The team looked flat. AB de Villiers, it was a beautiful ball by Russell. I'll give you that. But his wicket, it was a beautiful Yorker. I will tell you that. But it was like it almost jumped on him. Like it surprised him. Like he was asleep at the wheel. Does that make sense, Nick? And I think that this team right now are all paying attention to distractions. They know there's going to be a mega auction coming up. They're thinking to themselves, you know what? If Kohli's stepping down, will Kohli even be here? Right? Like, why make that announcement now, Nick? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, all the stuff that's going on, you cannot tell me it has not affected this team. And that's what I want you guys to let me know. Do you think that's what happened today? Or is it just another RCB collapse? But how could that not affect this team right now? You know what I'm saying? Think about last year when we went from DK and KKR to Owen Morgan. Of course it affected the team. There's all kinds of chemistry. There's all kinds of stuff that goes on. There's relationships that need to be mended. So, of course, there's going to be issues now. And don't be surprised if maybe they ask Kohli to step down. Who knows what's going on? All I know is that team today, to me, looked like they lost before they stepped on the field. You know what I'm saying? They looked dejected before they stepped on the field. And a lot of times that happens when you're not focused on the game and there's too many outside influences. So for me, that's what I learned from this game. Now, it's the time you've all been waiting for. Oh, Nicholas. I'm scared because tomorrow is spring. I'm scared not spring. I'm sorry. I'm scared because tomorrow is fall, right?
The mush has already begun.
I mushed the date, bro. I mushed the
seasons. Man,
the seasons. I mushed the seasons. But we've got our next match, Punjab Kings versus the Rajasthan Royals. Okay. My mush pick for the game is the Universe Boss. I'm going to keep on with my West Indies love. The Universe Boss, Chris Gale, getting into form as all my Windies players are, getting ready for the T20 championship to defend the crown. And I'm calling a 50 right now. All right, give me that 50. Universe Boss is going to put in work. That's it. You guys heard it here. Avoid the pick if you want, or you could have got the 200 from Russell that you got today as my captain. Just saying.
I have got too much stank oozing off me, so I'm not even going to think about it. So I echo Gabe's point. Go with that guy. Sounds great. Chris Gale.
Go with that guy.
I mean, Why not? Chris Gale is a wonderful man, wonderful human being, and a wonderful cricketer. Why not? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for joining us here. Hopefully it lose all our viewers. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.